All right, looks like it's finally working. Sorry about that, guys. I had a little bit of technical difficulty with OBS, but I think I got it resolved. And yeah, so here we are. Also, you may notice kind of down in that corner there's a little white spot. That's because I have the sun shining on my green screen in the background and don't really have a way to prevent that without some dark curtains, which I don't have at the moment. So sorry about that. Hopefully it's not too distracting. And so yeah, let's get rolling with this. All right, so this is a building stream, so I'll just tell you that right up front. So I'm going to be doing a lot of building stuff. Probably won't do a whole heck of a lot of zombie fighting or, anything else like that. But there's a lot of stuff I got to get done. And, I still do some stuff off camera, some of the stuff that, people would probably think is boring. But I figured out what the hell, let's just go ahead and stream it, and we'll see how it goes. And some people do like to watch the building stuff and all that goes along with it. I kind of like that myself, just because building's one of my favorite things to do in the game. But anyway, I figured I'll just go ahead and stream it, and we'll see how it goes. So the plan for today, I have a couple of major goals that I need to work on. The first one is, well, actually I have three major goals I need to work on. I need to start digging a moat around our main base. So this guy here, this is our forge house, okay? And it's also my temporary base, but its primary purpose ultimately is, for the forges. And my last stream that I did a couple nights ago, I set up shotgun turrets and blade traps to deal with the screamers, because, when I have all those forges cranking, the screamers just come in and, go crazy. Hey, J571, thanks for joining, man. How you doing, buddy? Good to see ya. I appreciate all your support on Twitter, man. That's great that you do that. I love it. It's awesome. Okay, so what I was so let me show you what happens. So the shotgun turrets are already wired up, and they will see if I can pop into this real quick. So this is basically the range. They're looking slightly up, and they do a pretty good job of covering, both this area up here. So a lot of times they'll take the zombie out before it even has a chance to drop down into the moat. Oh, Jay Stone. Okay, sorry about that, man. Sorry about that. I'll try and remember that for next time. I'm an old guy though, so sometimes I forget stuff. So just remind me if I get it wrong again. Jay Stone. Okay, cool. That's right. We old guys got to stick together. That's right. Awesome. Okay, so so what happens though is if I get either a running horde, which the game usually throws 2 to 3 per day at me now because of my game stages, and how far we are in the game, or if I get a screamer horde, if some of them get down into the moat, then basically we just flip this switch here and chop, chop, chop. Okay, and these blade traps just annihilate the Z's. So it's very, very effective. So I can now, I just got to make sure I don't miss this jump. I can now, pretty much handle the hordes without, having to go down there and repair everything every time I turn around. Because what would happen before I had the blade traps and the guns and so forth up, is that, they'd come down here, they'd rip everything up, I'd have to go down and have to repair it, and then as soon as I was done repairing, then another one would come in, that kind of thing. And I just got tired of messing with it. So I figured, all right, we're going to rig this place to kind of take care of itself, so to speak. I might even at some point, use a motion sensor or maybe some, pressure plates or something to have this part happen automatically. But I'm a little leery about that because, I'm going down here all the time too to loot and repair. And I wouldn't want those things to accidentally start up while I'm down there, because those will kill me just as fast as they'll kill the zombies. All right, so enough of that. I did start painting also on the forge house, but I ran out of paint, so I'm going to have to make some more of that at some point. But that's one of the reasons why I need to get the garden going, because I've got all the seed for it in here. I brought all that stuff over from my original desert base, but I haven't actually planted the garden yet, because before I can do that, I need to get the moat in and get the main estate area, secured from the Z's. Okay, so if you haven't watched my videos or my streams before and you're just kind of curious what's going on, I'll show you. This whole area here goes out about 40 blocks in each direction, okay? And if we look at this on the map, you can kind of see, you know, how I've outlined it here with all the crates. The goal here is to do a moat all the way around this, and yeah, I know it's going to take a lot of digging and a lot of time, but I've got a good auger, so that's going to help tremendously. And then I'll probably also put a small wall up too, just for aesthetics, make it look nice. I've got to fill in this cave with dirt, and basically this whole area then is going to be my new base and my new estate. And I'm planning on building like a, you know, nice manor. We're going to have a huge garden in the back. We're going to landscape it with some trees and, you know, grass and that kind of stuff and make it look really cool. So that's kind of my master build for this series and for this stream. And hitting the lurk button, got to do the adult thing for a bit. We'll come back and watch when I, you know, okay, very good. Thanks, man. Appreciate it, J-Stone. Okay, so yeah, so that's the plan. So we got to dig the moat. We got to fill in the cave. And then we're going to put our garden, which is going to, you know, this is going to be the back part of the estate. So probably the garden is going to be, you know, go this way, maybe, I don't know, about a third of the way to the south. And then this will kind of be the manor here, and this will be the front area with all the landscaping. So that's the general plan. Okay, so let's get started on this. Where's my stuff? This is the cave that we need to fill in. And the plan there, by the way, this cave is pretty cool because, excuse me, because it has an underwater, there's some shrooms, might as well pick those. It has an underwater, it's an underwater cave, right? And this water actually comes out on the other end, and on that other end I have a well that I have, quote unquote, you know, dug, right? That I can get my water from, which is pretty cool too. I really probably should come down here with my auger and tap into these iron deposits first. But what I need to do, though, is I need some dirt. And I have some dirt back at the base, but I'm going to get a crap ton of dirt, you know, from digging the moat. So we're going to start with the moat until we have a good supply of dirt that we can use to fill that in. So let's see. I've got my auger with me. I need to get some gasoline. And I need to make sure I have plenty of repair kits. So we'll throw a few stacks of that in there. I guess I already had some, but I'll probably be using all of that when it's all said and done. Let's see here. So we'll put this in here for now. And, you know, I have very minimal organization here because, again, this is just a temporary base until we get the main base set up. So I didn't, you know, do my normal full organization of the crates. Let's see, we'll pop that in there, and I think we should probably actually wear this because I'm getting cold, and that needs to be repaired. I was wearing that last night when I did Horde Night 56. I just posted that video up on YouTube, and I got to tell you guys, that was a crazy Horde Night, probably the craziest I've done so far. So if you haven't seen that yet, highly recommend you go watch it. It was really fun. Basically, what I did is I did Horde Night in the Missile Silo POI with no modifications whatsoever. Basically, just used it on its vanilla, you know, in its vanilla state. And well, I won't tell you anymore, but you need to watch it because it was crazy. All right, we got repair kits. We got our auger. Let's put our auger down here. I think I want to use my shovel too in case I need to, you know, fine tune some digging. And yeah, let's go with that. I'm going to put this in my inventory and get it started with making dirt, or ground, I should say. Siri! Welcome to the stream. It's so good to see you on here finally. How you feeling, hon? I noticed in Discord you said you weren't feeling too well. Hope you're feeling better. Thank you so much for joining me today. Take a look at that video that I posted last night, too. I mentioned you towards the end of it. It had to do with getting stressed. I was very stressed last night. It was a fun kind of stress, though. Okay, so now, guys, again, this is going to be kind of somewhat boring, so I apologize for that, but it's got to get done. And I'm going to also turn my sound down because this is going to be loud. Don't want to turn it all the way down because I have to hear when the Z's come in and drop on top of my head, which they will. So we'll just try this. So we're going to just kind of start with the first row and first layer. And we're just going to go all the way around and get started here on our moat. Sure is nice doing this with the auger, I'll tell you what. The auger's a game changer for sure. Alright, so that brings us to that level there. I guess what we'll do is we'll just go down a level now, because the ground does change a bit. One of the reasons, too, I like this particular spot is because it's relatively, you know, level. It's the flu injection I've had, hun, really messing with me, but I'm okay. Migraine's gone, just feeling right now. How are you? Oh, okay, good. I'm glad you're better. I've only had zombies. I've only had migraines, you know, 2 or 3 times in my entire life, and man, when I did have them, they leveled me. So I really feel for you. You are interrupting me, sir. Knock it off. Rude zombies, man. Somebody needs to start an etiquette school for zombies. Okay. We'll definitely watch tonight. Did you go to... go to a 10, yes. I went to a 10. Yep, I sure did. Take that bird's nest out. I might have even been beyond a 10 in a couple of spots. Oh. Well, let me put it to you this way, Sari. I thought for sure I was going to die. I was not expecting to survive that horde night. But I did. So it was pretty cray. Oh, Edgar's going to come and want to mix it up now. Edgar, you are such a pain in the butt, man, I'm telling you. Alright, so let's keep moving here. One other thing I'll tell you guys, too, is I'm going to have to knock off at about 1:30 my time, that's mountain time, because I'm then going to do our first ever multiplayer stream of Empyrean, and that starts at 2 p.m. mountain time. So me and a couple other friends of mine are gonna play on Empyrean on my new multiplayer server, and I'm definitely looking forward to that. So come stop by and see us for that if you want to. And then my tentative plan after we're done with Empyrean is to come back here and continue this later this evening, and I'll probably go ahead and stream it again too. So we'll just kind of see how things go. We're going to have more zombie action here. We might as well just take them out right now, be proactive. And we got our cowboy buddy over here. Where did I see him? I just saw the cowboy zombie. Where did he go? Oh, there he is. Yeah, I couldn't get a headshot off. So we will headshot him this way. I was hoping to get some magnum parts off that guy. Skill and scavenging is now 54. That's good, because I need to get to 60 to get Quality Joe level 3, which I'm looking forward to. So yeah, this is going to be a lot of digging, but the good news is that the auger makes it go very quickly. It's basically a hot knife through butter here. I still haven't decided exactly how the manor's going to go. I've been thinking about that. I'll probably actually even draw out some floor plans. I like to do that. I know it's kind of geeky, but it's fun. But it's going to be pretty cool. I just fell in love with this location when I found it. Because I spent the first, oh, I don't know, 35 or so episodes in the desert, in a city. I mean, it was a nice city, you know, for looting purposes, but it was just kind of a, you know, not really all that lovely, so to speak. And then I found this place, and I'm going, oh, this is going to be where we're going to build. Absolutely. Because I'm actually on an island here. See, this whole thing's an island, and I got all this water around me. And I actually had to even build a couple of bridges just to even get out here at all. The other thing I've done, if you haven't watched me before, is I have a tunnel that I dug all the way underneath this little channel here so I could get over to this side and get into the town and then the larger city over here. Because otherwise what I'd have to do is I'd have to, you know, come all the way around here to drive over here to get there. Now I just scoot right up here, and it's a lot faster. Plus, you know, it's fun doing it. So I call this my mini channel tunnel, you know, like the tunnel underneath the English Channel. So yeah, that's fun. Okay, back to work. I get distracted easy, guys. I'm old. I think I'm going to try out Empyrean in the week myself. Have a little mess around just to get the hang of it. And may come next Saturday with you guys if you'd like. Oh, I would love to have you join us, Siri. And, you know, if you feel up to it, just join us today. I mean, you don't have to know the game. We'll, you know, we'll help you with it. But feel free to jump on the server anytime. I'm going to have it running 24/7. And, you know, there's no rules or restrictions. We don't have to worry about horde nights or anything like that. So feel free to play whenever you want to. And again, you're welcome to join us today if you feel up to it. Eo and I will, and Varg will, you know, help you get started and watch your back until you get the hang of it. So it's up to you, you know, whatever you feel like doing. But you're always welcome. And that goes for anybody else, too. You know, it looks like I have a few other people watching. If you guys like Empyrean and you want to join us, you know, shoot me a message on Twitch, and we'll get you set up, and you can come play with us, too. And the server's on all the time, so it's not just for streaming. You can play whenever you want to. All right, now we're on row 2 of our moat here. This will get interesting later when I start getting down deep and can't, you know, immediately escape. I'm fully expecting a running horde to drop right down on our heads. But that's kind of the way I roll in this game, man. When you play on these settings, basically expect something crazy to happen, because it will. And then you just have to survive, or not. And I don't always survive it. I've actually been pretty fortunate, though, in this whole playthrough. I've only died 3 times. The downside to that, though, is my game stages are through the roof. So that horde I had last night was insane. Alright, time to repair this guy. The way it starts off is that you will crash land on the planet Akua, and make sure, this is really important, make sure you choose this planet Akua when you first log in. It'll give you the option to do that. And then what we'll do is we'll just have you, I've started what's called a faction, which is basically, you know, like a guild or a tribe in Ark. Is the same idea. And you can go into the menu and you can join our faction. And then once you do that, you know, we can just come and get you, and we'll bring you a motorcycle and a gun and all that stuff until, you know, you get back to our base, and then, you know, just hang out with us until you get a feel for it. One thing you don't want to do, and I'm not trying to scare you, but you don't want to wander around by yourself because there are a lot of, you know, pretty dangerous critters on the planet, even in the daytime, and they'll eat you alive. So, you know, that's why you want to, you know, team up with us as soon as you land. I played Empyrean a year and a half ago, and then didn't play the last couple major updates. And one of the things I've noticed is they've really made the mobs a lot more dangerous than they used to be. Which is a good thing in my opinion, because it makes the game more challenging. Making sure I'm not running out of inventory space. I'm going to very quickly with all this dirt. Oh, I need to start my ground again too. And that we're going to use for filling up the, the cave. Timbert! If you guys played 7 Days to Die, oh, I don't know, about a year and a half, 2 years ago, at that point time in the game, the trees would actually kill you if they fell on you. Which is a great concept because it's like real life, but the only problem is they were super buggy. So, you know, you'd chop a tree, you'd be standing like, you know, 6 feet away from it on the other side if it's fallen in, it would still kill you. So it was really frustrating. So rescue Syria again? Yeah, it would be, but it wouldn't be nearly as bad as it was in our Hard as Hell 7 Days to Die series. We should be able to get to you pretty quickly. And Syria, you get to build a spaceship in the game and fly to other planets. Who wouldn't want to do that, huh? Okay. Coming around the backside here. Just tearing right through this dirt. Probably will make this moat the same size as the Forge House moat in terms of its depth and width. I don't know, though, if I will rig the whole entire thing with blade traps and shotguns. That would be a huge task, very expensive. So we'll have to figure out how that part's going to work. But the thing is the whole point in having the Forge House in the first place, right, is that it generates all the heat. And the zombies will, you know, be drawn to this, at least the Screamer Hards anyway. So, okay, 2 rows down. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to level this out so the whole thing is the same level. It's kind of an OCD thing with me. I know it's not necessary, but I just like everything to be symmetrical. Pop that out of there. Also, whilst we're at the base, let's go ahead and unload some of this dirt. Thought I heard something. Alright, let's see. I am starting to run out of storage space too. So we'll pop that in there, we'll get rid of the grass. Yeah, I'm just going to throw all this. Well, actually, no, I want this to go in here because this is my ammo crate. That's all ammunition-based stuff. I am a bit of a organization freak. I like stuff to be in the right place, even though, again, like I said, I'm not actually that organized at this point. But we'll get there, we'll get there. Dog food. Yum, yum. Let's just eat that right now. Tasty. Ugh. I suppose in the apocalypse, though, it probably would be tasty. You're going to hop on and give it a go, but if you die once, you'll rage quit. Nah, don't do that, Siri. You probably will die, but so have I. Okay? Give it at least 2 or 3 deaths before you rage quit. That's funny. All right. So now we start with 3. Another level. Awesome. Last time I leveled, I put some points into Bad Mechanic. I think I have that to level 4 now. Yep, level 4. And I'll probably max that out, just because when you get into in-game here in 7 Days to Die, you know, there's a huge need for parts, you know, for mechanical parts, for electrical parts, all that kind of stuff. And so Bad Mechanic definitely is worthwhile to get, so, you know, you maximize the yield on that stuff. Okay, let's do this. Let's cut through here. Yeah, I see the ground's a little at that point where it kind of gets to the next block. So it gets a little weird. We'll just take this out, and then I'm going to circle back around so I get it all level. There's your icon. I love that icon, Siri. That's really cool. How you put that together. I don't know if I told you this or not, but my daughter, she's a, I guess, amateur graphic artist. And she's actually working on making a whole animated, well, not animated, but I mean a whole cartoon sort of theme for old guy gaming. So she has, she's been working on that, and, you know, we've kind of been going back and forth on, you know, colors, and she says, well, you know, do you want to look this way or that kind of thing? And so she's doing that for me, and I'm really excited to actually start using that in my channel art and stuff, you know, once she has it ready to go. Okay, so let's see. We're going to keep going this way then. And I think I'll stay on the inside wall first. Whoop. I'm getting a little nervous, because this is about the time the game will throw a running horde right on top of my head. So I'm just going to kind of look around here. Okay. Well, if you guys see anything coming, let me know. Oh, here they come. See, I told you. I told you. All right, guys. It's time to partay with the running horde. Running horde number 1. First horde of the day. Woo! Here they come. Now, some of those guys are faster than me, too. So, you know, if I just ran in a straight line, they'd catch up to me. So that's why I got to kind of weave in and out a little bit. Get back to the safety. Okay, the shotguns are going to do their thing here. Watch this. This is crazy. Boom! Headshot! I love it. Is that all of them? There's an Edgar over there. Wow. Okay, so only, what, three? Only three of them actually made it down into the mode at all. Those shotguns are hugely effective. Very effective. Let's see if we can get Edgar to come over here and get his head blown off too. Oh, we got Edgar and Olgierd. I call this guy Olgierd because he looks like Olgierd from The Witcher 3. Or actually the Hearts of Stone expansion pack from The Witcher 3. Edgar, come here. I got something for you. Come on, buddy. Woo! Yeah, EO gave you that that icon. I remember that in our Discord channel. That was very cool. I liked how you changed it to match your persona. Come here, Edgar. Boom! Take some buckshot in the butt. It took its head off while it was falling. That is amazing. I wish I was that accurate with my shooting. Oh, man, I love it. I love it. Okay, let's turn these things off. You know what? I should probably actually check my gasoline in my generator, too. Yeah, let's refuel this. And, okay, good. So, yeah, very effective. Super, super pleased with the shotgun turrets and the blade traps. One thing I'm going to have to do, though, is got to get going on some more ammo. And the choke point for me is paper. So we have 207 in there. Best place to get paper, though, in-game is the bookstore. You know, the bookstore Skyscraper. And it's definitely respawned since I've been there last. 246 plus 8. Yeah, we're doing pretty good so far. For these occasional wandering hordes and screamer hordes and so forth, This level of ammo is fine for now. If I was to do a horde night in this base, which I'm not planning on doing, then we would need like a whole bunch more ammo. But this is working pretty good. Let's hop down here and clean up these corpses, and then we'll resume our digging. The one bad thing about the blade traps is they're fairly brittle. Not a problem at all, again, for these occasional hordes, but on a horde night, these things could definitely, get completely broken. So I just got to kind of keep an eye on that. I'm not worried about it right now. They're still in pretty good shape. How am I doing on food and drink? Yeah, we're in good shape. Okay. Oh, we got a nurse. The nurse is one of the Z's when you have always run on that's faster than you. She will catch you if you just run in a straight line. So will the girl zombie and the biker zombie. The biker zombie is super scary because of that reason. Not only is he faster than you, but he's very hard to kill too, and he hits like a Mack truck. I heard another Z over here somewhere. There we go. Come here. I'll put you out of my misery. Okay. I think that's it for that horde. I am expecting to get at least one more of those. Oh, Big Mama. Hey, you Big Mama. Come here. One thing I haven't figured out is if the sporadic way these zombies move and dodge is intentional or if it's buggy. Definitely, when they run around in circles over and over again, that's a bug. That's obviously not intended, but they can be hard to hit because, they don't just come straight at you. They do weave and bob a little bit. And I'm not sure, like I said, if that's supposed to be that way or if if they're just buggy, because they used to just run right at you. Oh, she's already dead. Oh, pistol, nice. And I saw one more over here. There we go. Let's see if we can get a sneak shot off on her. Boom. Okay. That's Little Mama, by the way. Have I seen the vids for Alpha? Oh, shit. Alpha 17. Yeah, I actually did. I just, the other night, in fact, I watched Mad Mole's video that he did where he showcased the new vehicles and the new mocap animation. Looks very cool. I'm super stoked for Alpha 17 when it comes out. And Siri, did you know that they're going to add a behemoth zombie at some point? And this thing is like humongous, first of all, and it can like break your base with its bare hands. It's going to be scary as hell. Not even sure how we're going to deal with it when that thing comes, but again, very very much looking forward to it. We better take Big Mom out. She's going to drop down on our head. Ah, shoot, a little bit late. There we go. Yeah, so Alpha 17 is going to be awesome. This game just gets better and better. Yeah, they're going to have a Jeep. You're going to be able to drive the cars. You're going to have a motorcycle, a bicycle, and obviously, still the mini bike as well. Okay, back to work. So this digging part's not too bad with the auger. It's going pretty quickly. What's going to take a bazillion million years, and yeah, that's a real number, bazillion million, is, you know, putting all the reinforced concrete down. Man, that's going to take a long time. That I probably will do off camera, or at least part of it off camera. We'll see, though. I don't know, you guys tell me, you know, do you like to watch this quote-unquote boring stuff or not? You know, let me know, because if you do like it, then I'll stream it, the whole thing. I just don't know, you know, if people actually are going to enjoy it or not. Looks like we're out of space again. Let's just throw out that one piece of coal, and I might as well go back and unload. Yeah, a giant guy to terrify you. yeah, he's going to be bad. If you look up Cap00. He does a lot of, you know, more like tutorial, you know, types of 7 days videos. And he has one video where, you know, he was in the editor menu and he was actually kind of showing some of those, including the behemoth. So check that out sometime if you get a chance. Scary stuff. I'll probably, at that point, Siri, start thinking about actually making a base on the top of the Daishang Tower just to stay far away from that thing. I suppose theoretically, though, if he was smart enough, he could bring the whole tower down. Alright, what am I doing? We're unloading stuff. I don't think I have much room left in my full stacks crate. I have one... No, I have 3 slots left. Alright, so what do we have that's full? Dirt. And let's see, that's actually not a full stack. And neither is that. If you have... you know, a limited amount of cases to, a storage crates to use, then putting full stackable stuff in one or rather putting stackable stuff in one and then non-stackable in another, which includes a full stack, is the best way to maximize your inventory space, at least that I've found. All right, so those are all full stacks. And I hear a zombie. Was he just a loner, or is there more coming with him? I think he was just by himself. Okay. See, isn't that great? I don't even have to do anything. Shotguns take care of it for me. What were we doing? Oh, yeah, we were putting full stacks of stuff in here. I should probably actually get these forges going. This one's missing iron. That one's got a little bit of iron. That one's got stuff. That one's got stuff. Yeah, why not? Let's get these things cranking. I'm kind of careful about, you know, not actually turning them on full bore while I'm working around here for obvious reasons. Well, hopefully it's obvious because of the screamers, right? Excuse me. But I need to go mining for iron. And we probably will do that when we go down into the cave, and we'll hit those pockets of iron, and we'll get a pretty decent supply out of that. All right, so let's get some wood in here. Did I just hear something? Oh, it's just nighttime. Not a big deal. Oh, I guess I have one in there already. Not a big deal at all. If you play 7 Days to Die with Zombies Always Run, nighttime doesn't mean anything other than you can't see very well. Treehouse? Oh, yeah, for the behemoth? Yeah. I don't know, though. He probably could take the tree down pretty quickly. Let's get some more forged steel going. And all of these. So these first 3 forges here are for forged steel. And then this one is for iron stuff. And it looks like I was putting clay into here. So let's continue that. And how are we doing on rebar? We're going to need rebar like there's no tomorrow. So yeah, let's get rebar going in here. These are our concrete cement dudes. And let's replenish the stone in those too. Just keep those going full bore pretty much. Same with this one. I heard something. Usually when you hear something in this game, you really are hearing something. And it's not good. Okay. Now, let's grab all of the sand that we have. Whoops. A little more here. And let's grab some stone, and we'll get some cement, or some concrete rather, going. That goes in here. I need to put my... oh, hold on a second. Alright, what was I going to do? Oh, grabbing stone. There we go. Oh, a nice little batch of fertilizer there for our garden when we eventually get it going. Okay. Sorry, guys. I know inventory management's probably boring too, but like I said, it's got to get done, so... Mine didn't help much with eel last time I'd done that. Oh, with the tree. Yeah, with the treehouse. I couldn't believe that guy. Here you're out there struggling to survive, and eel comes along and just tears your treehouse down. What the hell, man? That guy. I tell you what. We love him, but we hate to admit it. I remember that happening. That was so funny. All right. Let's put the gun up here. Whoa, I'm going to have to make a trip to the trader, I can see, which is actually good because I'm getting low on cash anyway. That can go in there too. And I think we are ready. Let's take half of this just so we can keep making ground. Now I hear zombies. Huh, again, it was just a loner. Okay. Let's also, since we're heating this place up, we might as well heat it up, right? Let's get some gunpowder cooking, and do I have murky water? No. I thought I had some murky water. Oh, yeah. There we go. So we'll make some more glue as well. So we'll come up to the attic here and made a couple more first aid kits. So gunpowder is going to take 5 minutes and 6 seconds. Cue that up. And then glue is going to take 25 minutes. So let's just get this up to about 33-ish or so. I'm an estimator. I don't like to count if I don't have to. Oh, you know what? We didn't actually start the gunpowder. There we go. Okay. So any minute now, we're going to attract the screamer because this place is cooking. This is for my ammo, and I don't really have anything in here at the moment, so we're just going to leave that one off. Put the medical, I guess, in here since there's no room in there. And let's pop something to drink. What? Oh, okay. And can we do a meat stew? Yes, we can. Yum, yum. It's funny, my wife brought home some groceries last night. And she had a couple of cans of, like, you know, Dinty Moore beef stew. And I immediately thought of of 7 Days to Die, the meat stew. That's hilarious. All right. I think we're ready to get back to our task here. So I think we were working over here, if I remember right. Did I get started with ground? Yes, I did. Okay. Just keep looking around and make sure nothing's coming. So Siri, how long have you actually played 7 Days to Die? Did you used to play it when the trees would fall on you and kill you? I don't remember when that was. I think it was Alpha 12, 10, 12, somewhere around there, I think, when they implemented that. I started playing the game back, I think it was Alpha 7 or 8, somewhere around there. So the game had already been out for maybe a year or so before I discovered it and started playing it, and then I've played it pretty much ever since. Obviously take breaks from it, you know, after a while, but I've stuck with it all the way through, because it is definitely one of my top 3 favorite games. It's right. Ark is another of my top 3 favorite games, and probably the Elder Scrolls games like, you know, Fallout New Vegas, Skyrim, those types of games. Love those kind of games. And I had already kind of gone through my 2,000 plus hours of Skyrim before I started, you know, doing YouTube stuff, so. .14.7? Okay, cool. I'm trying to remember what happened in Alpha 14. That was about, what, about a year and a half ago, maybe? Alright, let's come back this way. I just want to get it on the same level all the way around. Not because, again, I have to, just because I'm OCD. We need to be systematic. Well, we don't need to be, but I like to be. Getting a little hot, are we? I might actually put some points into armor smithing here in the later game. I don't usually do that, but it just kind of bugs me that I'm wearing a crappy brown level leather poncho and I don't have any points in that, so I can't make it any better. I could probably combine it and get it up into orange, but just haven't done that. I think the traders sell those on occasion too, but I don't remember if I've come across one in this playthrough. Whoa, Screamer! You scared the hell out of me, Screamer. Sorry, I just went from about a 2 to a 10 when she screamed. Come over here. Come over here and say hello to my little friends. Hi, guys. Take some buckshot in the ass. Or in the head. That'll work, too. Looks like they got a twofer there. Alright, over here. Got a little something for you guys, too. Get out of my moat! Unless you want to help me dig it. That's a thought. Okay, is that all of them? No, I hear somebody banging on something over here. Oh, you know what? I wonder... Sometimes they get down in the cave. Yeah, that's what happened. That's one of the reasons why I need to fill this thing in. The bigger reason, though, being, of course, because I'm going to be building over it. Little mama! Hold still so I can shoot you. There we go. And then we also have... Who else do we have down here? Another little mama. Okay. I always feel bad about killing little mama. She's probably some zombie kid's mother somewhere. Of course, we all know that the zombie babies are only in the wasteland. Never seen them, but you hear them all the time. Scary shit, man, I'm telling you right now. Alright. Can you imagine coming across the zombie baby in this game? I know they have them in Minecraft. And they're kind of scary there, too, because they're so fast. That reminds me a little bit of The Witcher 3, where there's a quest that you have to go... I don't remember exactly what the name of the monster was, but there's a quest where you basically... This baby was basically left to die by a mother under, very cruel circumstances, and so it kind of came back as some type of weird monster thing. And, so as the Witcher, you had to go to through a quest to deal with that situation. When I say deal with that situation, that doesn't necessarily mean that you kill it, which is one of the cool things about the Witcher game is that, it's a very thought-provoking game. Lots of grays, no real black and white. And, your first thought is, this thing is, this grotesque monster that's killing people, and you need to kill it. But when you go through the quest and you investigate and you find out all of the circumstances surrounding it, then it's not quite so black and white. And you find, that there may be an alternative to just outright killing the thing. So it's really cool. Also, another one of my very favorite games is the Witcher series. Hugely loved playing that. But again, I kind of finished playing through all of that and all the DLC before I started doing YouTube, so don't think I'll probably go back to it, for doing videos anyways, but we'll see. Who knows? But I did love the game, and I played it on hard too because I wanted the max challenge of it. And boy, it was hard. There was, for me anyway, probably about 2/3 or so of the way through the game, there was this boss fight that you had to do. And that was the hardest fight in the whole, original Witcher 3, not including the DLC. Took me a while to get through that. It was even harder than the final boss at the end. At least it was for me. But Witcher 3 is one of those games where you play it, right? And then when you're done, you just have to kind of debrief, so to speak, because it's so, it's so deep and so thought-provoking. Another experience I had in that way was with the Mass Effect series, the trilogy. And when I would finish that, I just sat there and couldn't stop thinking about it for a while, just pondering everything that happened. It was so cool. You know, if a game can do that to you, it's a good game. And I know a lot of people had issues with Mass Effect 3 in particular, and I understand some of those issues, but, you know, if you look at the Mass Effect series as a whole, including Andromeda 2, it's just amazing. It's really well done, you know, with all of its flaws included. So, anyway. Those are my thoughts on some of the other games that I like. But 7 Days to Die is one of the few games that I always come back to. So I just love the heck out of this game. I think I'll take a drink of water. You know what I probably should do is I probably should put my frames on my toolbar, so if I need to, because pretty soon I'm not going to be able to just hop out of this thing. And then it'll get interesting. I have been stuck down in the moat before with zombies on the Forge House when I was building it. I had a ladder to get out, but they broke the ladder, so I couldn't get out, so I had to actually fight them down there. It was pretty interesting. It's in, if you're curious, that's on probably 5 or 6 episodes ago. Not on my streamed videos, but my normal videos, if you want to watch that sometime. And I've just been enjoying the heck out of this series. Really fun, really fun. Life is Strange, yeah, Siri, that was actually very cool. If I recall correctly, you did that stream to get your 50 followers, so, you know, there was quite a bit of a focus on that. Which, by the way, you knocked it out of the ballpark on that, too. That was awesome. But I was actually intrigued with the game, and would like to, you know, actually watch you play it some more. Have you played any more episodes since that night? If you have, I apologize. It's so hard to keep, you know, track of what everybody's doing all the time. You know, I definitely want to support my friends, and I appreciate their support, but it's really hard to keep track of it all sometimes. Excuse me. Oh, cool. Okay. Well, definitely let me know when you stream it next, and I'll make every effort possible to watch it. Just remember that during the week, you know, I'm at work, you know, when it's evening for you, so... but if I miss the live stream, you know, I can definitely watch it on your YouTube channel, but I definitely want to do that. Very intrigued. Oh, shit. I had, do we have one? Oh, it's just a stripper, okay. Just a stripper. She's extremely dangerous. Because she's also one of those ones that are faster than you, and she's tough. Anyway, what was I saying? Something about Life is Strange. Oh, I'd heard about Life is Strange, but I never really paid close attention to it until I watched you play it. And I was like instantly hooked. It was really cool. Come here. See, that's the running around in a circle bullshit. They have got to fix that. It's so frustrating. Come on. Guys, I'm going to take a break right now. I'll be right back. You let me know if that zombie comes after me. Just kidding. Okay. Damn it. There we go. Shot her in the butt. Yeah, that is broken. You know, I mean, don't get me wrong. I love this game, and I love what they're doing with it. So, you know, I don't mean to sound like I'm, you know, harping on the game because I'm not. But that is, that's one of the few things that is definitely got to get fixed. Does definitely have to get fixed. Ah, crap! She infected me. All right. Just noticed that. Sunday night, yeah, Sunday night would be cool. My wife and I, you know, tentatively try and hang out a little bit on Sunday evenings. But like I said, if I can't make it live, then I'll definitely watch it on your YouTube channel when you post it later. Okay, so we have this thing completely on the same level now. You know, another thing that I wasn't paying attention to is how wide this is. So basically 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's only 3 wide. Let me go back to the forge house. I want to say I made that one 4 wide, maybe? We'll take a look. Siri, have you watched Stranger Things? I just started season 2. I was waiting for my brother-in-law to get caught up on season 1. I watched season 1 all over again with him. And then we just watched the first 2 episodes of season 2 a couple nights ago. Really cool stuff. What am I doing? Oh, I'm checking to see how wide my mode is. That's what I'm doing. Okay, so that's 1, 2... So it's 3 wide, but we also need to make it... basically, we need to make it 5 wide because we need a spot for, you know, the concrete blocks. Okay, so 5 wide is what we're after. And whilst I'm here, I might as well unload more stuff. I might have to actually put another crate in. That doesn't go there. Who put that there? I guess I did. Throw this in the crate, or in the forge. Now this is all the way full. Though we do have 1 spot in there. So we'll throw some dirt in there. We'll probably start throwing some of this dirt out. I don't know if I'm going to need that much, but we'll see. I mean, you know, with all the building that I have ahead of me, I might actually need it. So we can always make a temporary crate for it. That won't fit in there. All right. You watched both series 1 and 2 in 3 days? That's cool. Yeah. Yeah, we watched season 1 back, you know, when it came out. And so very excited when 2 came out. Have you seen that Jimmy Kimmel? He did like a little skit about Stranger Things, and it's hilarious. I don't know exactly, you know, what it's called or whatever, but if you Google it, I'm sure you can find it. So check that out. It's really funny. Let's get rid of these guys while we're here. In the skit, the kids from the show actually are in it. He has them as guest stars, so it's really funny. Okay, so we need to extend this out 2 more levels, or 2 more rows, I should say. The question is, do I want to go in or out? Let's go. Let's do 1 of each. Well, yeah, let's do 1 of each. Now, one thing I didn't mention to you guys is that I have my what's it called? The setting that affects the spawn radius from your bedroll. I have that set to 80 in my config file. And that's not a radius, that's the whole area, because I had to do a little bit of reading up on that it will cover, that'll prevent respawns. And so each one of these sections are 40 blocks, because if the setting is 80, then that means it has a radius of 40. Okay? And one of the reasons I did that is this little flat spot here is actually a campsite that I cleared, and I believe that still has spawn points in it. I'm not actually sure if the spawn points are attached to, you know, like the tents and the crap that they have in the camp, or if they're just, you know, at those coordinates. So, you know, I could potentially still, you know, get spawns here, you know, once I start building. So that's why I set the radius of that to 40, or the setting to 80 with a radius of 40, to hopefully prevent that. So, just to give you a little more information on what's going on there. Back to digging. Oh, we're cold. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to take an antibiotic. We'll catch it when we come around the next time. It's kind of funny when you're working this auger non-stop like that. If you've ever used the auger, you'll know that it kind of slowly creeps up. So I'm like moving my mouse slowly backwards as I'm going along, and it's falling off the edge there. So we might as well actually get some wood out of this thing. Knocked my mic out of the way here. Another thing I need to do at some point is, I just destroyed something, I don't know what it was, is go around and clean the place up. Get rid of all the trash, get rid of all the dead branches. I probably won't clear all the grass, but clear some of it, you know, just to make it look more like a park, make it look really nice. So I got big plans. That stuff I'll probably almost certainly do off camera. We'll see though. It would be like sitting there watching the road crews that go along and pick up all the trash on the side of the road. This was our stripper friend. Yeah, I'm excited for our Empyrean stream this afternoon. It's going to be fun. Eocon, actually his name's actually Ocon, but he didn't tell us that till after we started calling him Eocon. He's from Ireland. He's a kick in the pants. He's a lot of fun to have around. So he plays with us, and so does my good friend Varg Stonehammer. And so the three of us were actually on the server yesterday, and we played for a little bit, you know, just checking things out, you know, getting started and so forth. And so they're going to be on the stream with me this afternoon, along with Siri. Siri, did you say you are going to join us this afternoon? I hope you do, but only if you feel like it, of course. If you don't feel up to it, I completely understand. Yeah, it's actually pronounced Ocon. Yeah. I was having a little heart-to-heart talk with him yesterday, as if that's even possible with him. And I just asked him if he wanted to start calling that, but he said the same thing. It's too late now, so. All right, I need more repair kits. Oh, you know what? I hope I have more repair kits. We might need to make some. Six more. All right, let's grab some materials. We're going to need oil, forged iron, cloth, and duct tape. And I'll get those going up on the bench here, just so I don't have to carry them around with me. And I have more glue cooking up in here, which we can use to make more duct tape. So let's actually do that as well in this one. And let's just make, say 80 right now. We'll put the rest of the stuff down here. Okay, good. Yeah, just, you know, play as long as you can. We'll have a good time. It'll be fun. Okay, we'll put all this back. Don't care about that. All right, I don't really need to be carrying that around either now that I think about it. And let's see, we need to take an antibiotic, which is, do I have honey? Yeah, let's take a honey to get rid of that infection. Okay, that takes care of that. Yeah, exactly, Siri, exactly. Yeah, I mean, if I were you, I would. I mean, I don't really have a specific plan on what we're going to do. In general, what we need to do is we need to get a base going, and we need to build a small vessel, you know, with passenger seats. EO spawned in a single-seater last night, but we need something that, you know, more than one person can ride in. So that's the general plan, but the specifics of that, we're just going to kind of wing it and see how it goes. So, yeah, go ahead and stream it if you want. That'd be great. Okay, what are we doing? Where are we going? Why are we here? You know what? We're also going to need more gasoline, so let's grab that. Horde time. That's running horde number 2. See, I told you they send at least 2 a day at me. Let's turn our blades on. Oh wow, there's some on this side too. Oh, so you guys want to dig the moat for me? Thank you very much. That's very kind of you. Whoa! There we go. Nice. You know, one of these days I'm going to miss that jump. Land right on top of those blades. Oh, man, that's not going to be pretty when that happens. It's going to be funny as hell, but it's not going to be pretty. All right. Yeah, he'll think of it himself as usual, yeah. He's a rascal, all right. But that's part of his charm. Don't tell him I said that, though. We don't want him getting a big head. Okay. Oh, by the way, we are celebrating Veterans Day here in the U.S. So I just want to say thank you to all of our vets out there for your service. Really appreciate it. What you guys do is a great thing. So thank you very much. I know Sky, one of the friends that we play with, was in the Marines, so I'm sure he's got some Veterans Day stuff going on. Okay, let's see. Wrong button. I'm just going to put yeah, oh, you know what? We are out of space. Okay, so that means it's time to make another storage chest. And we just happen to have some nails for that, but we'll grab those as well. Cancel the dirt. Actually, I guess I'm going to have to make a sign too. So we'll do that, and then we'll get the ground going. Whoop. There we go. My keyboard, I have a mechanical keyboard, and the keys are super sensitive, so it's awesome for gaming. It sucks for typing. Plus, I'm kind of typing at an angle here too. All right, we'll just pop this in here for now, and I'm not really too worried about what's going to be in there. For now, I'll do some more organization later. So we're just going to call this stuff, and we probably should turn the caps lock key off first. All right. Yeah, 9 p.m. BST, British Standard Time for you, Siri. Speaking of which, what time is it? You know what? It's about getting close to time to wrap this stream up to get ready for the next one. So, you know what? I think we'll do that now since we're kind of at a stopping point anyway. So, my plan is to come back later, sometime later today. I don't know exactly when. And just continue on, okay? So if you are about and you're interested in watching some more of this building type of stuff later on this evening, just keep an eye on my Twitch channel, or I'm sorry, on my Twitter channel. I always get those two things mixed up. They need to not do that to my old brain. They both start with TW. So sometimes I say Twitter when I mean Twitch, and sometimes I say Twitch when I mean Twitter. Oh man, it sucks getting old, I'll tell you what. Anyway, yeah, so sometime later this evening, my plan is, you know, as long as, you know, nothing comes up or whatever, is to come back here and just continue this stuff. And I will, you know, send out an announcement on Twitter for that. And so hopefully I'll see you guys back here later. Otherwise, thank you very much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. It was great hanging out with you. Siri, it was awesome to have you on my stream for the first time. Yay! Good chatting with you. And I will see you, Siri, here in a few minutes. And the rest of you, again, thanks again for watching. And hopefully I'll see you later this evening. Take care.